Good evening, fifth graders. Tonight we're working with algebraic expressions. It is a very easy concept that kids can get confused on. So I'm going to break it down in simple terms here. So when you come into class tomorrow, you're ready to get going with these algebraic expressions. Now, as you can see, it says expressions, and we use the word algebraic. Take a look at the word algebra in here. You've probably heard me say that before. Algebra is when you have variables. Variables meaning you might have the letter B in there, the letter A, the letter W. Remember, these letters will represent any kind of a number. And I'm going to be showing that in today's lesson. Let's take a look here. Write the algebraic equation to solve each. So, for example, if you double me and add 6, you get 20. Well, who's me? Let's have me be n. If you double me, so we're going to multiply it by 2, and add 6, you get 20. Okay? This aside. Double me and add 6, you get 20. Here's another one. If you add 5 to me, you get 0. So remember me. Let me use a different color here. Let's have that be n. If you add 5, so we're going to plus 5, you get 0. Here's another one. If you double me, so remember me again, that's our variable. Add 4, subtract 4, and divide by 2, you get 9. Wow, this is an intense one. If you double me, so we're going to go n times 2. You're going to add 4, subtract 4, and then you're going to divide all this by 2. You will get 9. Last one down here. If you take half of me and triple the result, you will get 30. So remember, me is our variable. That's our algebraic number, or letter, I apologize. We'll go with n here. Once again, it could be any letter, but let's go with n. Take half of me, so we're going to have to divide that by 2. And then we're going to triple it. The result will be 30. N divided by 2. Remember that slash means divide. All right, let's keep going here. Here's our algebraic expressions. We have a little situation here. Joe and Maria are fifth graders. Joe is 2 inches taller than Maria. Make a table of 4 possible heights for Joe and Maria. Now, you've been seeing these types of problems inside your math box, but this is what you have to decide. You have Maria's height. So because Maria starts with an M, let's have Maria be an M. Let's have that be the variable. Joe's height. Joe is 2 inches taller. So that means we're going to be adding. So wouldn't Joe's height be M plus 2? There's an algebraic expression. So let's take a look. If Maria is 6 inches tall, Maria's pretty short, Joe has to be 8. If Maria is 48 inches tall, a little more realistic, Joe is 50. If Maria is 52 inches tall, Joe has to be 54. If Maria is 7 inches tall, Joe has to be 9. Does that make sense, kids? You have to take a look at what you know and then move on with an algebraic expression. Let's take a look here. Marshall is 5 years older than Maria. If Carol is C years old, then how old is? And then then what's the algebraic expression? So if Marshall is 5 years older, we have C, just like the last one, plus 5 is our algebraic expression. So if Carol is 10, Marshall is 15. If Carol is 20, Marshall is 25. Let's take a look here. C plus 5 is our algebraic expression. Another one. I get to play with some pictures again here tonight. So let's take a look. Alan is 8 inches tall. If Barbara is 3 inches taller than Alan, what is Barbara's height? What is my algebraic expression? So what are we trying to find here? If Alan is A, so we're going to be dealing with the letter A right here. He's A inches tall. So we don't know what number that is. It will vary, right? Because Alan's obviously going to grow. If Barbara is 3 inches shorter, we're subtracting by 3. So let's take a look at some examples here. We have Alan, we have Barbara. If Alan is 50 inches, Barbara must be 47. These algebraic expressions, think of them as rules, kind of like those tables in our math boxes. If Alan is 60 inches, Barbara is 57. All right, another example here. Tony runs 2 miles every day. How many miles will she run in D days? Okay. So the letter D is what we're working with. We're doing something with the 2. Now it's going to get a little trickier. So this is how you problem solve with this, okay? If she runs for 7 days, what are we going to do with the 2? Are we going to add the 2? That means she only ran 9 miles. Are we going to divide the 2? Are we going to get a decimal answer? We're going to get 3.5. That means she only ran 3.5 miles. In 1 day, she runs 2 miles. Are we going to multiply the 2? 14 miles makes the most sense. So her rule, her algebraic expression is D times 2. So if she runs 20 days and she's running 2 miles each day, it means she's run 40 miles. So your algebraic expression for that one is D times 2. And this is everything I've already explained, so we're going to keep on going. Let's take a look here. We have Sue and we have Jamal. Sue weighs 10 pounds less than Jamal. Jamal is J pounds. So we're going to be going J minus 10 is what Sue is going to weigh. So if Jamal weighs 100 pounds, Sue weighs 90. Jamal weighs 200 pounds. Sue weighs 190. Let's keep going. There is half as many problems in today's assignment as there were in yesterday's assignment. So the assignment is going to be A. There's half as many problems. So it's going to be A divided by, I guess we would probably want to go with P, but A divided by 2. So if we had 40 assignments, we're going to divide that by 2. We have half as many, which would be 20. If we had 10 assignments yesterday, we're going to divide it by 2. We get 10. This is all you'll be writing for your answers tomorrow in class, though. But keep in mind, try it out. Plug numbers into that variable, that letter, to see if it actually works and it's accurate. Here's another one. Isaac collected twice as many cans as Alex. Okay. Alex is my A. Isaac collected twice as many cans as Alex. So actually, let's go with the I for Isaac. Times. So how many cans did Alex pick? Well, if Isaac collected 15, then Alex got 30. If Alex collected 5, Alex got, I apologize, Isaac collected twice as many. I better read the problem right. Isaac collected twice as many as Alex, so if Isaac collected 15, Alex collected, we'd be dividing by 2. To equal A, wouldn't we, kids? Because whatever Isaac collected, so we would be dividing by 2. So this is how this problem would be set up. As I'm getting you kind of confused here, I apologize, kids. We are finding A, right? So whatever Alex collected, we're going to multiply by 2. That makes more sense. Because we're trying to find out what Isaac did. So if Isaac collected twice as many as Alex, and we're dealing with A, if Alex collected 10 cans, then Isaac collected 20. I apologize. If Alex collected 15, then Isaac collected 30. Okay. And the reason why, I mean, it's actually perfect that you were able to see me problem solve on that one, because you're going to see that tomorrow in class. Are you going to divide or are you going to multiply? And in class tomorrow, you're going to be able to notice in your assignment what variable we're looking for. And I'll be able to help you out with that. Frank is 30 years younger than Bobby. Okay. Bobby is B years old. You see how the variable is given for you? So we're doing something with the letter B. If Bobby is B years old and Frank is 30 years younger, whatever Bobby is, we must always subtract by 30. So if Bobby's 90, Frank is 60. If Bobby is 60, Frank is 30. Let's keep going here. How much do 11 Happy Meals weigh? Well, we have P pounds here. 11 Happy Meals will weigh P times 11. So if P is 6 pounds, 11 Happy Meals will be 66. If P is 8 pounds, or if Happy Meal weighs 8 pounds, which hopefully it doesn't, that's a lot for Becca to eat, that'd be 88. Keep going, I'm running out of time here. Willie gets a raise of $7 per week. Then his salary is what? S dollars per week. So let's say we're doing something with an S, because they give that for us right here. So if his salary is $10, he makes $17 that week. If his salary is $6, 6 plus 7 would be $13. So we have to add the 7 here. Here's your algebraic expression. Make sense of it. Plug numbers in. Here's another one. And I'm almost at my time limit. The field is divided into 7 equal-sized areas for gym class. Each class has a playing area. So the area of the field is A squared. So we're doing something with A. We want to divide however much space is given us by 7. So if we're dealing with 49 yards, everyone's going to get 7 yards. This is our algebraic expression. The nice thing when you're working with these tomorrow, the problem pretty much gives it away. Keep this in mind. All right. Last one. You're going to see a problem pretty similar to this. This one's a challenging one, so keep in mind, I know I'm over the 11-minute mark, but let's watch here. A library charges 15 cents for each overdue book. It adds an additional charge of 5 cents per day for each overdue book. So we're doing something with a 5 per day and 15 cents for each overdue book. So how are we going to do this? We're doing something with D days. So we have a D. So if I have 5 days overdue, 5 cents per day, that'd be 25 cents. So I'm multiplying something with this. I have to multiply with the 5. A library charges 15 cents for each overdue book. So once you multiply that, then you have to add 15 cents. And I'll be able to explain this a little more here, but the library charges 15 cents for each overdue book. So after you do the multiplying, then you have to add the 15 cents for each overdue book. So I have a book that is 2 days late. I'm going to multiply that by 5 for my charge for each day it's late. So that's 10 cents. And then they're going to charge me an extra 15 cents for having it overdue. So it'd be 10. So my overdue book is going to cost me 25 cents. We'll work with all of them. Okay. Hopefully you don't have more than one overdue book, or you're going to be paying the library quite a bit of money. All right. Keep this in mind. I'm sorry that this one problem right here got a little challenging, but you'll see some more of that tomorrow. And the reason why this one was challenging, kids, is because they didn't give you the variable A for Alex. Okay, so keep that in mind. Hopefully this helped. I know the video got a little longer, but I had to provide several examples because this tends to be a trickier concept for kids. Good luck. I look forward to working with you in class tomorrow.